I'm here to fucking podcast, bitches. FknBucky coming back, doing another podcast. Excited. We got a lot of cool stuff to get into. When I say FknBucky, I spell it, you say it. Figure out what that means. What does that mean, producer?
FknBucky.
Are we doing this again, seriously? You're fucking around, right? How do you say it? I spell it, you say it.
All right, so it'd be fucking fucking Bucky.
There you go. Yeah. I spell it, you say
fucking Bucky.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's a smart one, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing gets past Hayden over here. He likes to call himself executive producer, but the truth is he's broke and he never pays for shit. So we just call him producer for right now. One day, maybe. One day. What you got?
Well, I was reading this book lately, and it's called...
You haven't read a book ever, so liar.
Well, it's called Space is Fake, and it's actually pretty interesting.
Is it?
It's this book kind of off the premise that space isn't real. And we live in, like, this dome. It's just, like, this projector of lights and stuff. And that if you try to go into space, you just bounce off the top of the dome. Like, it's not real. And those are just cameras. The stars are just cameras watching us, studying us.
Awesome. So when did the dome get created? Was that after cameras were created?
Somewhere after World War II.
Okay. So everything prior to World War II was fake?
Well,
I mean, like, when you're talking about sailors, I don't know. Here, let's just throw it out there. Columbus, okay? Who decided to keep sailing because they thought the world was flat.
Yeah.
In what year?
That was back in 1608.
I feel sorry for your parents. I know them, and they're intelligent, wonderful people. Mm-hmm. You just Google Columbus to find out when he... Oh, man. It's brutal. 1492. Yeah. 1490. Everyone knows this, and I didn't have to Google it either.
Right.
So in 1492, when Columbus used stars to guide his way, which most of the sailors used the North Star. Do you know why they call it the North Star? Of course you don't.
Because of astronomy.
Because of astronomy. You just put your camera on.
No, that's the star they followed in the Bible to find Jesus. The North Star. The three kings who brought molasses, tar, and gold. That's the North Star, though, right?
Molasses, tar, and gold.
Let me double check that.
And the North Star is the one that they followed.
That I know for certain.
For certain.
Okay, I was a little off. The three gifts were gold, which was right, frankincense, and myrrh.
Myrrh. Not tar. And not molasses. Gold, molasses, and tar. What were they going to do to the baby Jesus, the three kings? Were they going to feather and tar him? You put the feathers on first.
It's called the Star of Bethlehem. In the Bible, it's referred to as the North Star. Or is that the Big Dipper? No, that's...
Did they follow the Big Dipper?
No, that slaves did that.
Yeah. What? The slaves followed the Big Dipper?
Yeah.
To where?
No, they followed the drinking gourd. Or is that the same thing? Big Dipper, drinking gourd. Follow the drinking gourd. You'll find your way to freedom.
The Big Dipper. So the three kings followed the Big Dipper to find Jesus to give him molasses, gold, and tar. You should teach history somewhere. I mean, it's not real in the history books, but that's definitely what the Bible says. Definitely what the Bible said.
I'm not trying to rewrite history, but...
You're not trying to do anything with history except for fuck it up completely. There's nothing, not even kind of a shred of truth to anything.
Okay. I said tar instead of frankincense, dude. Sue me. I'm taking in a lot of information every day. Some of it...
You're taking... So you can't... What? What information have you taken in today? Besides watching Game of Thrones because you can't get Pornhub to work. So you pause it on the dragon chick when her boobs are hanging out. Which is what you admitted 2 nights ago while we were having drinks at the Bucky Didn't Die party. So is that what the information that's going in? So you can't remember what the fuck the North Star is? Huh? Gold, frankincense, and myrrh? You decided to change into gold, molasses, and tar?
What is myrrh?
I don't fucking know. It's not tar, and it's not molasses.
Oh, okay.
Although both those things are sticky.
Oh, my bad. So the Star of Bethlehem wasn't the North Star.
Gee, thanks for letting all the other people know that. We already knew, dude. We knew long time ago. Like the moment you said it, we knew you were full of shit. Anything else you'd like to update us and let us know isn't true? Because, I was confused too. I thought for sure it was the North Star.
Maybe the Bible I was reading was wrong or had a typo. I remember. I'm serious, dude.
Maybe the Bible I was reading was wrong or had a typo.
Yeah, it's possible.
Wow.
I could have messed it up too. Who knows?
No, pretty sure it was you. The three kings followed the North Star to bring baby Jesus, gold, molasses, and tar. Oh, wait, my bad. That's wrong. Maybe the Bible I was reading had it wrong or had a typo. That's what you've led us to believe. But it's not your fault because you're taking a lot of information in between watching Game of Thrones, pausing it on the blonde chick boob scene, and masturbating. Because I just hear Game of Thrones going on in this motherfucker like nonstop, dude. What's weird, it's the same episode over and over and over again. I hear the same everything. Baby dragon. Ah! Because she just comes out of the fire, she's holding those baby dragons and her titties are hanging out. And then all of a sudden the sound is over. It just hits pause. And then you don't hear anything except for like fucking banging against the wood in here.
That's a great scene. Oh, let me get that up.
Nobody wants to watch it, dude. We've all watched Game of Thrones, but we're all adults. We don't have to pause it and masturbate to one scene. Okay? And everybody else knows that the North Star was not the baby Jesus star. So, and you're still dumb as shit, but they want to make 16-year-olds able to vote. What do you think about that?
Well, I believe time doesn't measure intelligence, or isn't the only indicator in intelligence.
We've cleared that up greatly. So I know 4-year-olds that know more than you do. But they listen in Bible class. Or any class. And when you ask them when Columbus sailed, they don't say 1608. Because love or hate it, it actually happened in 1492. And knowing history is important. Because if you don't know history, what are you doomed to do?
Repeat it.
I was hoping you got that one because I've related all out except for 2 words. The unfortunate part, though, is that understanding and knowing history is lost on you.
No, I like history. I'm a history buff.
I know, but the world started after World War II, and we all live in a glass dome with cameras instead of stars.
No, I didn't say that. I believe that. That was just a theory for the book I was reading. Just a theory. Nothing more. I know it freaks you out, but
it doesn't freak me out at all. It sounds stupid.
It's not stupid, dude.
What's not stupid? That you think it actually happened?
Well, it's just you gotta be open to it.
To what?
Like that,
So the Earth might still be flat too.
Mm.
I mean, you gotta be open to it. If we're gonna live under a dome, how far does a dome go?
Yeah,
It's the same dome over us that's over China. Does Australia have their own dome?
Yeah.
They're an island.
No, it's all one big dome, like all under one umbrella.
So it's a big circle. It's not a dome because a dome's only half.
No, because
a dome's not a full circle.
It can be.
How many domes do you see that are a full circle?
It's a circle, but it's shaped like a
over
dome.
A football stadium. Is that a full circle?
No.
You know why that is?
Why?
Because it's a dome.
All right. Well, he's just
all right. You got a point there. Let me grab another beer. Because, yeah. Biden, 2024. Yeah. Vote for the dead guy. Or the almost dead guy. Or the mean one. Fuck, I don't know. Just vote. What's the debate? Debate doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. I don't even know why they even have them. I'm going to be honest about that. It's pointless. Like, if you don't know who you're going to vote for at this point, you're a fucking moron. Like, how many, do TV commercials sway you as a new voter? Do you watch a TV commercial and you're like, you know what, I'm going to vote for that guy. That was a good commercial. That's probably the way I should vote. But yeah, I don't think the debate matters.
It matters.
Everyone's going to watch it. I mean, half the people are going to watch it to see if Trump's mean, and the other half are going to watch to see if Biden dies. But no one's going to be like, oh, that's a great point. Guess I'll vote that way. I mean, everybody knows which way they're going. It's the easiest election ever. We've already had 4 years of Trump. We've just had 4 years of Biden. So you pick which one did you like better, and let's go rock and rolling with the next 4. And once again, it's the most important election of our lives, and blah, blah, blah. You know, everything's on the line. If Trump wins, democracy's going to die. And if Biden wins, China's going to own everybody's house by the end of the 4 years. It's all crap, dude. I bet they say the same crap back when, like, Thomas Jefferson and whatever was running. Who was running against him? Can't you Google that shit? Your job is to, like, Google these things. So when I ask about it, you tell me the answer, and so I can keep rocking and rolling.
Thomas Jefferson's opponent in the 18...
Just say it like you're a normal human.
Charles Pickney.
Oh, fine. So the Pickney-Jefferson election was probably the most important one in all 47 people's lives that were voting.
Do you want me to find Pickney's vice president?
No, I don't care. No, it doesn't matter. Because they only let white people vote, and they only let men vote, and you had to be of a certain stature to vote. Ladies, I'm fine with y'all voting. But just shut the fuck up about it, all right?
Yeah.
And don't tell me what to do with my life either. That's why I didn't get married. I don't like being told what to do. Okay? Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Because that's important right at this moment. And, yeah. Politics, man. You're not voting for either of them. Just tell the truth.
True.
You're a Kennedy guy.
Because I'm a man of honor, dude. Guy like me.
You don't even know what honor is, dude.
Yes, I do,
No.
dude. I've watched Shogun.
What does it even have to do with anything? Shogun. You watched the TV show, so now you know what honor is. So the Japanese are the only ones with honor?
No.
Did they have honor during World War II?
Yeah.
When they were murdering 500,000 Chinese people and women, children?
Oh, is that Nantucket? Or the Battle of...
The Battle of Nantucket? Was there a big battle for Nantucket?
I'm not sure, but you know what I'm
You're
talking
not
about?
sure. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Battle of Nantucket.
There's a lot of rapes.
In Nantucket?
Maybe.
It's a lot of rapes and by the honorable Japanese, who are the only ones that know how to honor.
Very honorable.
It's one of the lesser known battles in World War II.
I'm right.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you remembered it. Yeah. I mean, it was
No mistake.
hard fought. Very important piece of real estate. They're having a new battle there. They're very angry at all the windmills that are going up in the Nantucket area. But luckily, we saved it from the Germans, actually. Most people thought it was the Japanese that were after Nantucket, but it was the Germans that invaded Nantucket. But they were repelled. A bunch of school kids and women by throwing rocks at their submarine boat. And luckily, they got a rock perfectly placed in the blowhole of the submarine and sunk it.
Yeah.
And saved Nantucket.
Yeah, no, I remember there's something about a Japanese submarine. And
Oh, no, it was German. Off the coast of Nantucket.
Because you know the Japanese used to do kamikaze on the submarines as well. They would tie themselves to torpedoes. They go, doo.
What?
And they go, you know a kamikaze, right? Where the Japanese airplane, you would stay in the airplane and you would suicide dive.
You would suicide dive into an airplane?
No, he was in an airplane and he would do a suicide dive.
Into what?
Into like a boat or a military base. Or, like that's what Pearl Harbor was mainly. But they would do kamikaze on the torpedoes.
They didn't tie Japanese people to torpedoes.
Yes, they did. It's weird.
What are you talking?
Oh, and it was called the Rape of Nanking. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, not Nantucket.
No.
So we're talking about a different battle.
Right.
But you remember because you said nobody understands history like I do. The Battle of Nantucket.
Which was actually Nanking. I got that last part wrong, but the Nan.
You got a lot of it wrong.
I got the Nan right.
You got pretty much everything wrong.
All right, did Japanese.
Not one thing right at all. I don't give a fuck about being politically correct, but factually correct is okay with me. I mean, I'm not going to make up history as we go. I mean, I'm not going to quote the Bible as saying they brought fucking baby Jesus, molasses, tar, and gold, chasing the gold North Star around. I'm fine with you sounding like a fucking idiot, but, I personally remember things I read and don't masturbate to Game of Thrones 23 hours a day. Really? Are you still looking for when they tied Japanese people to a fucking torpedo?
They did, dude.
Who told you? Where did you read that? For one, you don't read. So where did you see it? Was that in a commercial during Game of Thrones?
I heard it on a podcast.
So it has to be right, dude. I mean, if anybody listened to this fucking podcast and listening to you for history facts, can you imagine how fucking retarded that kid would be? I apologize for using the R word. I got kind of worked up there.
I'm not beeping it out. I'm leaving it in.
It's fine, dude. I mean, the kids with mental disabilities are smarter than you are. You're the one that's got the mental disability. You haven't said one fact that has been true this entire time. Columbus sailed in 1608? That doesn't even make any sense. Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1608. You got something else? Oh, I thought you were checking stuff up. I want to see the factually correct when they were tying Japanese guys to the torpedoes.
Pilots would attempt to crash their aircraft into enemy ships
pilots when
in what was called a body attack, an aircraft with loaded bombs, torpedoes, and are considered explosives.
So when exactly did they tie Japanese soldiers to a torpedo and shoot them out so they could... Let me make the little motion he was making. Come on, when did that happen?
Well, Wikipedia, I don't think they got any photographs of this.
If anybody out there has a history test coming up, Hayden, rents himself out to help be a tutor. So if you want to pass your history test, stay the fuck away from that guy. Here's some other history facts you want to help me out with. How do we even get started on this?
I don't know, but I like talking history.
You suck at it. It's fun for the podcast.
We should do more. We should talk history more.
I don't think we should ever talk about history again, because otherwise it's just kind of sad.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know Christopher Columbus's exact date, dude. I know what he did. That's what's important. It doesn't matter what fucking numbers he did it on.
Yep, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to say it does matter. Yep. And I'm going to say probably 999 people out of 1,000 would know that.
That's crap.
Well, lucky for him, there was a dome over it, so there was never any real danger at all. But he was able to, avoid the Japanese torpedo kamikaze dudes tied to missiles that were coming through the water at him. And fuck it, man. There was no sharks with laser beams against their head, because that was in Austin Powers, and that was definitely scary as well. That fucking baby Jesus wasn't being all greedy with all the molasses. Somebody else could have had some sweetener. But they tarred him. So that's why some people say it was a black baby Jesus, because they put tar all over him.
Feather and tarred. It's tarred and feathered.
No, it's not. Feather and tard him. That's another podcast that we may not ever hear. Because Hayden decided to feather and tar people. Feather and tar them. It's brutal. But you know what? Thankfully, you guys are all just a little bit dumber listening to Hayden's history. Maybe we'll make that a whole little 15-minute segment every once. Hayden's history. Because you know what? It was awful. But this is FknBucky, man. Appreciate you guys listening. Make sure you guys stay in tune for more. It will be fun. It will be spontaneous. And all you ladies out there, fucking love you. Mm-hmm. Thanks for letting me ride bareback. Big Nelly, high school. Glad it's not mine. Can't prove shit. Go Truckers! Go Truckers, man. Go Truckers.
Yeah.
Fuck Columbus. Nobody knows when he sailed. Stupid. Yeah, fucking Jesus. When everybody bringing him free gifts. Fuck him too. Like, nobody knows when Jesus was born either.
It was BD, before Christ.
BD.
Or BC.
What was it? Before Christ?
And then AD.
Stands for?
After death.
Whose death?
Jesus's.
I didn't realize that. Jesus died?
Long ago.
Did he come back?
For your sins, yeah.
So he's not dead now, but he died then.
Yes.
So there was before Christ,
Yes.
BC, and then after death, right?
After death.
How old was Jesus when he died?
33.
So what do they call the 33 years in between?
That's what they call the holy period, I believe. But I'm not sure if that's correct.
You made that up completely. Is that what it's called? The holy period? And once again, you're extremely wrong. I'm just starting to finally get into your mindset. I'm huffing this fucking super glue over here.
I'm kind of right.
About what?
It was the week between Palm Sunday and Easter, which was...
What the fuck? What was the week? The 33-year period was the week between Palm Sunday and Easter? Is that what you just told me?
Well,
Go Truckers! Hell of an education there. Don't raise your children there. Well, just make sure you do it on the east side of West Avenue. Otherwise, you go to the shitty fucking school. What's what?
Oh, purgatory.
So the 33 years that God's only son was on earth is known as purgatory.
Yeah.
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing. I'm asking you if that's correct.
Well, people in the church, my church used to call it the purg. Yeah, purg.
They call it the purge?
The purg.
The purg.
Yeah,
that's what they call it.
They
at
call
your
it
church?
purg. Yeah.
They cut it down.
Yeah.
What church do you go to?
St. Rose St. Mary's.
Is that a Catholic church?
Yes, it is.
A good one? You guys have like a real, what do they call it? A pastor? Preacher?
Mm-hmm. No, I think they just call him Father.
The 33 years that the Son of God was on earth, they call purgatory.
Yes.
Have you Googled purgatory? Clearly not, but you're about to.
Purgatory, accordance with the Catholic teaching, shout out, is a place or condition of temporal punishment for those departing in life in God's grace. Oh, well, no, yeah, well, yeah, I'm kind of right because
kind of right.
Yeah, because it's the waiting place
after you die, where your soul goes to be fucking punished for your sins. What does that have to do with Jesus living on earth for 33 years and what they call it? So there was the BC before Christ, purgatory, and then the AD.
Oh, it was DC during Christ.
I stand corrected, ladies and gentlemen. Just when I thought he couldn't get any fucking dumber, he goes and proves me wrong. During Christ, the DC period. AC and DC, yeah, it's also a rock band. Well, in Hayden's brain, it's also what he learned in, I don't know, did you learn that in school or did you learn that in...
8 years in the Catholic Church, sir.
8 years?
Yes.
And you didn't learn a fucking thing the entire time you were there. Clearly. Nothing. I know people that don't even go to church that know more about this than you do. Before Christ, once Christ was born, that's over, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it goes to year 0, right?
Mm-hmm.
After death, okay, Christ was 33 years old. So that being the case, what about the 33 years that he was alive and walking around?
They just didn't put BC or AD.
So that's nothing.
Right.
No one ever, they don't talk about that at all. I wish everyone could just watch it with me. But they can't, because the camera's not running.
Oh, it doesn't stand for after death. It stands for Anno Dominoes.
I love how you were actually reading it and you still said dominoes.
Oh.
That's it. We're done. Thank you for listening. Show's over. Hayden decided to fart in the microphone, which ended it for me, and probably for you too. But it is kind of funny, so I will give him that. If he ever does it again, I'm gonna stab him in the face. But you know what? Maybe this one time, I'll give it a little humor. We appreciate every single one of you very, very much. Hayden, tell everybody thank you.
Hey, thanks, folks.
That's good. Shut up. So, hey, everybody have a great night, and we love you. Please like, share, make comments, whatever it is. Tell your friends about it, and merchandise coming. I say that a lot, but one of these days I actually will mean it. And we're going to get some stickers. We're going to get some stuff to send out. So if you're one of our subscribers on YouTube, don't worry. We're going to take care of you. Everybody's getting a free sticker when we get ready to send it out. So if you're not subscribed on YouTube now, you better get there because the stickers are showing up soon. And once they hit my door, only the people that are subscribed are going to get a free one. So I love you. Hayden loves you. He's banned from talking right now because he's only doing it through his ass. But you all have a great night. Thank you much. We love you. Bye.